likely why you haven't seen it. But if you would go
Perfect.
to latest now, you would have seen it.
All right,
Thank
you guys.
you.
I think. Oh, actually, we may be live. Actually, wait, is that? Did I have an auto start? I did have an auto start. So we are live. I think we should be. I'm not seeing anything myself, but that could just be YouTube's backend. Chat, can you see us? Can you hear us? I see us now. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to our Pokemon Presents live stream reaction. We're joined by Dawn and Nick, aka Steph Tendo. How are you? How's everyone doing today?
I'm good.
My outfit is completely justified today.
Wait, I can't even see it right now. Hold on, I gotta bring
I see the
this up.
side duck in the middle.
Okay, that's amazing. Yeah.
So that's the hoodie from Internationals, which was last weekend, which has Wooper and Clodsire on it, which obviously, if you know, is my favorite Pokemon. And then the shirt is also all of them together. So
Oh,
That's amazing.
that's pretty great.
yeah, this was the perfect Internationals.
Sorry, say that again. You broke up there, Don.
It's so this year Internationals was perfect because it was all based around my favorite Pokemon.
Oh yeah, you were set, and you were actually there, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's
Internationals
exciting.
for Europe, it was pretty crazy. It was like the biggest tournament ever. It's even bigger than Worlds. Like in the video game, like 1,400 people competed. And there was also like a lot for TCG, but like the highest total ever for the video game.
That's
Wow.
insane. That's a huge amount.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Did they run Pokken or not Pokken? Actually, did they run Pokken or do they ever run Pokken anymore?
A Pokken is only like something that you can play on the side for fun. They
Really?
stopped doing it at Worlds 2 years ago. That was the grand final for it all. So now it's Unite, Go, video game, and TCG.
And I assume no Pocket, just regular TCG.
Yeah, just regular TCG. Yeah.
That's out of pocket. That's how the kids say it, right? You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, looks like the okay, good. Thanks, chat. So it sounds like we're looking okay. We're sounding okay. Good. It looks okay on my end. So hopefully we're good. How are we feeling in terms of hype? Nick, we had a whole predictions discussion about this, but how are you feeling right now? Where are you landing? Are you? I see your thumbs up. Are you excited?
I mean, I'm always hopeful with the Pokemon Presents. I don't set my expectations too high because I know they're relatively short compared to Nintendo Directs.
17 minutes today, I believe, which is actually on the longer end, I think.
Yeah, I think it's usually like 10 to 15 minutes maybe.
Feels like
watched the first season maybe 2 or 3 times already. I loved it. So if we can get more on season 2, and then obviously ZA, like it has to be here. It's been a year since we've seen it, so that's my biggest expectations for today is ZA.
Thanks. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Yeah, let's hope we actually see a good amount of it though. Don, are you excited? What are you hoping for?
I'm already in the Pokemon mood as of last weekend, but yeah, I think the entire franchise, if you look at it as a whole, is in a really interesting place right now. If you look from the mobile side, I think Pocket has now blown all of the other stuff they've done before out of the water, even in terms of like, well, Go is also a big thing, but I think Pocket now has sort of overtaken it in a very active user base. So, and obviously, there were some unfortunate leaks yesterday about a new Pocket card set. So I imagine that will be here and shown because it was already uploaded to their TikTok and then they deleted it.
So they leaked it, like it wasn't from someone else.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So like an official leak.
And obviously the last set was based around already Gen 4, and I think they're gonna add on to that with a set based on Arceus. So that's one thing we likely gonna see outside of mobile stuff. Like they mostly do, like it's Pokemon Day stuff, and here's an extra login bonus, or here's something special that you can use in the game. That's mostly what they do for games like Masters and for Pokemon Cafe Remix, which they haven't done major stuff with that for a while. And then there's Pokemon Sleep, which they haven't done a major update for that also in a while. So I imagine one of them will likely also get a significant update, I imagine, because it just has been a bit. Then when it comes to video games, obviously ZA, it's been an entire year. And we talked about this also with like what we know for this year discussion back in January. It's been an entire year since they talked about ZA. I think this would be the blowout for ZA if that's anything to go by. But that's not a high margin because they had to talk about this game at some point anyway.
You say possibly blow out today. How long do you think we'll get of ZA?
30 seconds. That's
30
a blowout. The real trailer's shorter than the teaser.
I think they will do like a trailer of 4 minutes and then a talk segment for another 4 minutes. That's what I think, really. And then do even a larger section on it at a later point.
Don, is there any chance we see a new generation today?
No. I think they're saving it for next year. Next year is the 30th anniversary.
That makes a lot of sense. And with Switch 2 being out, although that doesn't necessarily mean it would come to Switch 2, or at least exclusively based on how Pokemon works, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all of their facets are so interesting. You mentioned, for example, Pokemon Crushers. They also have like the new anime going on, which has been honestly really good. It's been like a proper anime, not the episodic one that was Ash's Journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, like every aspect of the Pokemon mythos has been very interesting. Even like TCG stuff has been kind of strange as of late because they've been scalping over the last year. So I'm also interested in how they're going to handle that for future sets, but I will likely not talk about that here.
Yeah, I heard you mentioned the scalping. I heard GameStop is changing. I don't know if they're taking pre-orders anymore on Pokemon cards. I think they might be stopping that. Yeah.
So GameStop is stopped doing pre-orders altogether.
They indeed game stopped.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's early for me. I can't resist.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. But yeah, it's been rough. They have a next set coming up in March. Maybe they will do a small teaser of that. Already it's out in Japanese, so it doesn't really bother anything in the grand scheme of things. But I think they need to have like stuff more in order in that sense because TCG is still a big part of their branding.
Of course.
Oh yeah, of course. From what I understand, it's actually one of the major touch points for the series. Like in that's how people are introduced to the video games is through primarily the anime and the card game. So it's a major part. Yeah, and they need to kind of figure this out because if you're upsetting your customer base, well, if we're any other brand of Pokemon, it might be an issue. For Pokemon, it doesn't matter what you do. We got a super chat from Valentine. Thank you, Valentine. It says, "I think it's time for a Pokemon farming sim." That's what we've been missing all this time. Where's our Harvest Moon crossover with Pokemon, right? Or Stardew Valley with Pokemon?
I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet.
Right?
I'm more shocked how little spin-offs there have been during the Switch generation when it comes to Pokemon. Even if you look at NSO, yes, we did get Snap and we got Puzzle League. We didn't get Puzzle Challenge on Game Boy Color, NSO. We didn't get Pokemon Pinball on Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. It's in general, it's been kind of lacking when it comes to overall spin-offs.
Nick and I were literally just talking about this in our predictions discussion. Like, we don't know how good we had it during the 64 Game Boy Color era, right? We had spin-offs coming out of our Pokebutts. And
they were everywhere.
This was even a thing on DS and 3DS. Like, there was Picross on 3DS, for example. Yeah. Nothing like that has really materialized on Switch.
No, you're right. Has there even been a Pokemon Tetris 99 crossover?
I think there has been a skin, yeah.
Oh, there has been a skin, okay. That doesn't really count for anything, but hey, it's something at least. So.
Maybe they did it with Scarlet and Violet, probably.
They likely have done, yeah, now that I think about it, for sure.
Chat.
I mean, there have been 88 of those, so, you know, there's that.
There's quite a few. Chat, how are you guys feeling today? What is your excitement at? What is your most off-the-wall prediction? I want to know what you guys are kind of hoping for here. Because, like, is it just going to be Legend ZA than the typical, like, you know, roundup of mobile and, you know, Pokemon recap stuff? Or do you think there could be something juicier here? Mikey says new Megas. You think we'll see new Megas today?
I think we're going to see Megas. Like, it was a core... At least
one, you know?
Yeah, at least one. But it was core mechanic 2 X and Y, so we haven't seen... What was the last new Mega that we ever got? Did they ever do anything after X and Y?
It wasn't Ruby and Sapphire, Mega or Ruby and Sapphire, yeah. They added more of them, so if it's coming back as a mechanic, I imagine they would add more.
All right, well, we'll see. Hey, Feraligatr, that's an actual Pokemon, I believe, so I hope I got that right. How's it going? Good seeing everyone in the chat, by the way. It's pretty active right now, which is always fun to see. I'm seeing some possibly unrelated predictions of there should be an NSO drop today, but do we think there could be? It could be Pokemon related. We're just talking about spin-offs. Is there any chance we get like something Pokemon? I mean, not necessarily a new spin-off, but you know, some previous spin-off or the original games as we had talked about, Nick, perhaps?
Yeah, so like we said in our discussion video, it's been what, almost 10 years since they released the original Gen 1 2 or Gen 1 on the eShop.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time. So
Yeah.
and you can't buy them again because the eShops, you can't get on the eShop for Wii U or 3DS unless you previously bought them already. So like right now would be the perfect time to put them out.
It's hard to say, because it will also mean that they would have to implement maybe it for, say, Pokemon Stadium, because there would be a giant loophole if you had technically save data of the first generations on your Switch, but you couldn't use it in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 and 64.
Oh, I mean, you're right that would create like this weird what's the opposite of synergy? But at the same time, this is Nintendo Pokemon, and that's exactly what I'm expecting. I'm expecting them to exist in complete isolation and not interact at all. But I do remember there being rumblings, like, probably a couple years ago now, before Pokemon Stadium even came to the service, that the emulator that they were using did have hooks for the transfer pack. So I wonder if there's a possibility they could bring that back. But based on how the apps work right now, I'm not seeing it. But that'd be amazing if they did. I would love if they actually brought back proper functionality. Pokemon Stadium's a shell of its former self. Like, you need that connection for it to really be what it's supposed to be.
Don, did you
particularly Stadium 1, but Stadium 2, you still can do enough stuff to have fun, I guess. But yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, Don, I was going to say, did you play the 3DS Gen 1 ports?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So with those, excuse me, you could, correct me if I'm wrong, but you could transfer your Pokemon to Pokemon Home from there. Is that correct or no?
Well, technically, Pokemon Bank, what it was.
It was Bank at the time.
But,
yeah, that's correct.
Because at the end of the 3DS, everything from Bank you could transfer over to Home. But yeah, it was a bit convoluted to do it back then. So if it was, like, it would be a better connection and hook into Home. But even then, if the Home connection will be there, then it will be weird if the N64 connection isn't there.
Yeah, that would be odd.
Right? Anyways. Tyler in the chat says, Pokemon Snap on a VR platform would be great, but I don't think it would happen. I think someone else was talking about VR in there. I'm still upset about this. This has no relevance today. I'm still upset that Pokemon freaking Snap, new Pokemon Snap on the Switch, did not use the freaking Labo camera, which is perfect for it, and it would have been perfect for it, and they didn't use it. I'm still upset by this.
Andre, does that have motion controls in it?
The camera? Yeah, because
in Pokemon Snap. Can you use motion controls?
I don't think it did. Yeah, I remember. I don't think it did.
It's been a while since I played it, to be fair, but I think it did.
I think, okay, maybe I could be misremembering.
But also, you just talking about level VR is the most somebody talked about level VR in about 2 years.
Yeah, I know. It's true. It's sad. We'll probably never see Labo or any VR from Nintendo again. Adrian in the chat says, a super chat says, "Come back, Ash Ketchum, we love you," and they put some hearts. Is Ash Ketchum still out of the anime? He's still not back?
Yeah, his story is done.
He retired.
Yeah.
Well, until
I will say, and this is a hot take for somebody who likes the anime, I think like the first few episodes of that anime were not very good. Because they did what they did is what brought all of the Pokemon back into one series and brought old companion back, and it wasn't all that great, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I actually like the new anime, so I don't miss Ash whatsoever because it's now a proper anime with storylines.
All right, well, that's good to hear. Do you think we'll get any anime or show news today?
Maybe like next maybe
Pokemon Concierge, probably.
Yeah, Concierge. They have uploaded older episodes of that show to YouTube until March 6th, I believe, that you can watch them for free.
Okay.
So it would make sense if you announce a season 2.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that because I think Netflix produced it, and I'm pretty sure it was exclusive on there, but it makes sense that it's on YouTube for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
We have a question from Fur Alligator again, who asks, "What's your favorite Pokemon game, GX?" So yeah, what are they, real quick? Nick, if you had to choose one, what is it?
I'm Gen 3 all day. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Favorite gym leaders, favorite Pokemon design. I love the region. But besides that, probably Pokken Tournament. I didn't get it on Wii U, and I didn't even play it in arcade so much later. But I got Pokémon Tournament DX, and I love the visuals. I'm a big fighting game fan, and it's funny how much they take from Tekken and they give to the actual Pokemon characters. Because like there's a 1-to-1 comparison on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And it's like Heihachi is basically Pikachu. Like he has his uppercut, he has his poses. It's so funny. So yeah, I would pick Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Pokémon Tournament as some of my favorites.
All right, how about you, Don?
Favorite mainline game is definitely Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was such a complete version of the second generation, but also like it added so much. And it was far faster than other games the generation. Just felt speedy overall to get through. Spin-off, Pinball Ruby Sapphire all the way. I played that game way too much, and then it came back on the Wii U Virtual Console. Then it also completed the entire Pokédex on that specific version of the game.
Oh wow!
So I would be down to have that on NSO, even though I keep screaming for it every single year since NSO was announced.
You do.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Andre, what about you?
Good picks. Yeah. Well, when it comes to generations, I'm a total Gen 1er. So I loved my first time through. I had a total blast. After getting them all, I'm like, I'm never doing that again, and I have stuck to my word. Spin-off wise, though, yeah, like kind of was talking about earlier, I'm a big fan of the more classic spin-off. So the original Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Pinball, and then I'm also a big fan of Pokemon Puzzle League. So all those were probably my favorites. For that time, so
I barely played Puzzle League. Is that more like, I guess, what do you compare it to? Puzzle League?
It's dependent upon.
It's dependent upon.
Okay, yeah.
Or Tetris Attack.
I do prefer the Game Boy Color one challenge because it's also based on the Gen 2 storyline. And also there's some weird physics with that game because it's also not made by Intelligent Systems, made by Nintendo Software Technology. So it's the only Western-made panel upon game.
Wait, NST made it?
Yeah.
Well, I love NST games, so maybe I'll have to check that one out. But does it have a sweet anime opening, like the 64 one?
Oh, that is the sweet anime opening. I mean, that N64 is made by NST.
Oh, the X64 one, that's right. Oh, that explains why I love it.
Their names are too similar.
They are way too similar.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, we got a couple more super chats here. Sir Brooks, thank you, Sir Brooks, says, friendly reminder that Star Fox Adventures equals based. It seems like that game's been having a bit of a resurgence recently in terms of, like, at least the reaction to it. Because at the time, I remember it being pretty tepid, but now everyone's like, yeah, that game was great. Probably because the people who grew up with it can type now, so. But that's awesome. I've been meaning to revisit at some point. What, Don? Yeah, that's kind of my reaction, but maybe it's good if I replay it. Where I would love for it to come to, obviously, GameCube NSO, once GameCube gets added, so that'd be nice. Adrian with a super chat. Thank you, Adrian. Says, will they put Ash Ketchum in the Pokemon Horizons? Yes or no?
No.
He's off limits.
No, it's too based around storylines for that to make actual sense. Maybe if there's a broader new storyline that sort of applies.
Right.
That maybe Ash could be included, but I don't think there's anything like that at the moment.
Okay. Don, how many years after is Horizon the new series without Ash? Is that correct?
So it's completely disconnected. So it's completely new mythos, basically.
Gotcha.
We got a good sized super chat from Mega Boy X. Thank you, Mega Boy X. It's just I forget what they actually call it. It's just a sticker or something. So thank you so much, Mega Boy X. Appreciate it. All right, Trey Angela says Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem is a great game too. I don't know where that came from, but yes.
We're just talking good games now.
Yeah, just talking good games,
it.
Right? Yeah.
I forgot to mention we are less than 10 minutes away. We're actually only 7 minutes away now from the Pokemon Presents premiere. That is a lot of peas. The premiere for Pokemon Presents is very soon. Is our hype getting higher as we get closer? Nick, are you more hyped now than you were when I asked like 20 minutes ago?
I think so, just because I love watching these. So, and then even if we're not too excited from what comes out of this, we have the Direct on April 2nd. So it just shows how much closer we are to that. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna get ZA news today, so I'll be excited for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it more and more now.
Do you feel the same, Don?
Isn't it crazy we're 34 days away from Switch 2 news?
Yeah, only
that doesn't feel real.
Yeah. But yeah, to answer your actual question, it feels the same. I know I have a roughly outline in my head what to expect, but if it exceeds, then obviously I will be more excited.
Right, that makes sense. So Koopa Link also with a empty super chat. Thank you, Koopa Link, much appreciated. And Mega Boy X back again with a thumbs up emote super chat. Thank you so much. For Thunderwear, if you're looking for the official stream, I believe it's on the Pokemon YouTube channel. So
yes,
another super chat from the Pokemon 52 says opening at GameStop. This is my hype for the day. Oh, that's awesome! So you're actually at GameStop. All right, well, that seems like a fitting place to experience it. Hopefully, let's hope they don't announce like any shadow drops that would cause like a herd at your store or something. So
there's people running into pre-order whatever they announce.
Right, that'd be amazing. That'd be hilarious, and also I feel bad for them. So,
if you're in the TCG, don't forget to go to your local game store today, purchase a product to get a free promo card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, I of course would be on top of it.
There's an Eevee with a Pokemon Day stamp on this year, so it's only available during this weekend.
Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. Is there anything off the wall that could possibly happen here? Like any major surprises? Like, if you think it really is just gonna go ahead.
They might announce. I mean, their mobile strategy has been so sound. I wouldn't be shocked if they do another mobile game. Last year's Presents was mostly focused on Pocket, outside of ZA. And Pocket has had such a major impact that I wouldn't be surprised if they did something else like it, just hit another genre and something else entirely.
Right.
But it's hard to say. Like, I feel like they're still building up momentum with Pocket at the moment that they don't necessarily need it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard.
Yeah, like John said, I think a new mobile game, whatever it may be, maybe like chat was joking about it being a farm game. Like, touch up on something that they don't have in mobile space right now, because they have the MOBA with Unite, they have the card games, they have the puzzle games. So why not just do something completely different that they haven't done before?
Yeah, like unlike Nintendo, which they say they have a mobile strategy, I don't believe it. The Pokemon Company does actually have a mobile strategy.
Right, even if it may not always seem like it. Seth says, do you think they will announce a new Eevee evolution since it is the year of Eevee? Is it the year of Eevee? What's that? Is it?
Yeah, so they sort of quoted it as the year of Eevee with the set that's hard to get right now, Prismatic Evolutions for the card game.
Wait, Don, so the last evolution, wasn't it Sylveon from X and Y?
Yes.
So, I mean, it would make sense because this takes place in that same region. So if they were going to do it, like, why not do it with ZA?
Maybe. I think it's kind of hard to tell. If they would make a new evolution, I think they would wait until the next gen for the 30th anniversary to make that a bigger deal. But it's not entirely out of the question.
What if they gave us Mega Eevee then?
That'd be amazing, so actually.
Weird.
I mean, a Mega anything related to Eevee is not that bad of an idea.
No, I like that idea. Real quick chat, we're only a few minutes away now, I think under 3. We don't know how it sounds ourselves, so once it does start, if you could let us know if it sounds okay or if it's too quiet or too loud, please let us know once it begins in a couple minutes here. But yeah, we're just a couple of minutes away, almost seconds away at this point. So man, any crazy ideas for ZA real quick? Like, do you think it'll just be an evolution of what we saw in the previous game, or do you think it's going to do some bold new things?
So we know for a fact it's going to take entirely place in one city, which is Luminos, which is from X and Y. So I think the structure of this game will be very different than what we see in Legends Arceus. What that structures look like, that's the thing I'm most interested in knowing.
Right.
And you say structure, it'd be cool if you're actually building the city with the Pokemon you catch. Well, like, obviously that'd be something brand new that would be added to the Legends series. Given a reason more so to your Pokemon outside of battle.
But yeah, they already said it's a redevelopment plan of Lumino City. So the city technically already exists, but they're doing something different with it. And that structure is kind of hard to tell what it's actually going to look like.
All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, I did enjoy a lot of what Legends was doing, so it's curious to see them taking it in a, I guess modern direction. You know, like a literal modern direction. So, We'll see. We are now, I think, in under around 60 seconds to the premiere. Though it has to do the countdown too, doesn't it? Like the 3-minute countdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I hate how generic those are. I wish they would let you choose. It's so weird to have like all the Pokemon branding, and then you go to YouTube's generic countdown, you know, which we'll see in a few seconds here. You should be able to set your own custom countdown. Wouldn't that be cool?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but YouTube never got around to really changing this up much.
Yeah, hopefully they will someday. It was odd when I thought when I first started watching these live streams that it was like a Pokemon one, but then I started noticing everyone else was using it. I was like, no, this is just a YouTube countdown.
Can I just give a shout out to PlayStation State of Play for doing their own branding on that stuff?
Do they? Do they not? Wait, do they not premiere it, or do they somehow have their own brand?
They still do a live stream, but it's already a prepaid video. But they're doing their own branding.
It's baked in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. With a countdown and everything.
The countdown is nice. I agree, especially for streamers like who are trying to sync things and make things just a little easier. Yeah, the worst are the ones where the stream doesn't even start until like it doesn't even appear until like it's starting. You know, it's frustrating. Anyways, it should be starting any time now. It looks like so.
I think literally at 3 p.m. at my time.
That's what
it's like in a minute.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited. Kind of.
Andre, what are you most excited for? Like, what would be your biggest hope today?
That's a good one.
Puzzle, spin-off, something?
Yeah, I would be more the spin-off camp at this point. I would love to see some kind of new non-mobile spin-off game. It doesn't really matter what it is. I just want to see something like that. But I feel like it's been so long, you know? We used to get those all the time. I mean, even past the era we're talking about. You know, DS had some spin-offs, not necessarily great ones, but oh, here we go. I've got a countdown now. I'm at 55 seconds, 54, 53. Do you guys see that?
I'm at 50,
52,
49,
51,
48.
50,
okay, I think you guys are both maybe a couple
49.
seconds ahead of me, so maybe just pause real quick.
46, 44.
So I'm at 44, 43, 42 now.
Oh, I think we're all good. Yeah, I'm at 41.
Great.
40.
Yeah.
Chat,
Cool.
how's it sounding right now? Can you hear? The countdown's not the best estimate, but let us know if you can hear the countdown and myself and everything. And then once it actually starts, let me know how we're sounding there too, please. So. All right, that was like isn't it usually like a 3-minute countdown? This one seems quick.
No, normally it's like a minute or two.
Just a minute?
The
Okay.
highest is 2 minutes. Yeah.
These visuals are so like 90s coded, which were like 70s coded.
Yeah. Just checking. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
I'm at 9, 8, so I think that's about right. We're real close, so perfect.
Okay.
All right, chat. Here we go. Thanks, Abilene. Or Abileti. Oh, here. Oh, look at that cute little Poke TV.
Oh my god, they're bringing Pokemon Channel back from the GameCube.
Oh my! Actually, I was a fan of that at the time.
That would be funny, actually.
Yeah, that's what we do when the
Could
TV
you
doesn't work.
imagine? Never did something like Poke Park where it acts on Wii. Like, it's been so lacking.
Yeah, it has been.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Classic
Ishihara
music.
from the Pokemon Company.
Oh my god.
Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
Yay!
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the
I had no
beginning
idea.
of the Pokemon series. It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon, and we've reached this milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon.
Better hope so.
In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
Oh, we will. Hopefully. Actually, I say that, but sometimes we don't.
Oh, there's
It's the
Concierge.
Netflix series
Yay!
Pokemon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows Haru, who is still finding her feet as a new
I didn't know
concierge,
it was claymation.
and Psyduck as they
Yeah,
grow
Andre,
together
you
through
need to
their
watch
interactions
this.
with
It's
the
so
resort's
cute.
Pokemon guests.
That's sick.
Its charm lies in the warm visuals that can be achieved only through stop-motion animation.
Ah,
And new
there's Wooper.
episodes of Pokemon Concierge are in production. They
September
are slated for release
2025.
in September 2025. What sort of Pokemon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a first
Looking
look
forward
at
to
a
that.
few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion test footage. Just look at the personality and how they move. But there's more. For
Oh
a
my God,
limited
they're so
time,
cute.
the first 4 episodes are
Yeah,
available
so
to watch
they're
on
already
Pokemon's
on the
official
YouTube
YouTube
channel
channel
to
for
watch for free
free.
right now.
Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to Pokemon Concierge yet. And we hope you look forward to the new episodes as well.
It's so nice.
Whoa.
Hello,
Hey, he's too
everyone.
close.
He's gonna eat
I'm
me.
Tsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
There's the
Next,
COO.
We have a number of other announcements to share with you.
In Pokemon
Pikachu
Go,
just
Pokemon
going
Go
off.
Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world where Pokemon Go is available.
Don, what gen are they up
During
to
the
right
event,
now
the
on
legendary
Pokemon Go?
Pokemon
Is
Black
it
Hero
Gen
and
5
White
or
Hero
6, or
will
do they have
appear in
everything?
raid battles and elsewhere.
I
Also,
forget it.
trainers will
Pokemon
soon
Go
have a
is
chance to
surprisingly enough
encounter
the game I
Victini
played the
and Shiny
least.
Meloetta. We'll also share promo
But yeah,
codes
they've
for
been-
everyone to enjoy.
they've been
We
also
hope
doing
you're looking
some
forward to the new season.
Seasons
2.
last year had some Sun and Moon stuff, so I mostly think most stuff is available at this point.
What's this?
So this is based on Omega
Yeah,
Ruby and
Ruby and
Alpha Sapphire on 3DS. Whatever this is.
Oh,
this
this
is
could be
Pokemon
EX,
Masters.
right?
It's Pokemon Masters EX, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a game that I do play.
Pokemon Masters EX.
It's been
Alright,
5
those designs are pretty
years.
sick.
Oh, so basically you get 3,000 gems, which is basically 10 pulls for free. That's not bad.
And like you said, this is when they usually do all that free stuff. Like there'll be something
Yes.
to jump into the cafe, probably
flat.
night as well.
I don't want to play this game. I just want those drinks.
Yeah.
Alright, what's next? Unite?
Unite? Yeah. Oh, no, that's sleep.
Oh,
I can see it on the art style.
They're gonna give you nightmares now.
Pokemon
They're really gonna
nightmares.
add dark. They're really gonna add Dark Ride to Pokemon Sleep. In Cresselia. They haven't done a major area update for quite some time, so they should probably do that instead of event Pokemon.
Oh, it said banish the nightmare.
That's all. Wow, that's now it's Unite.
They're the
This is the one I play the most out of all of them. But I haven't
really?
played Unite. Yeah, I haven't played Unite in a while, but I got to Masters in the first season.
So
which is the highest
Unite
one.
is being discontinued in my country, in the Netherlands and Belgium.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they
unfortunate.
already removed all the microtransactions. You can only just play and do
Wow.
events.
So wait, then how do you unlock Pokemon? Like, are they just all free for you?
No, I just have to do it with in-game currency.
Oh my god. I had no
Yeah.
idea
Remote
about
Stadium
that.
will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense
they-
battles
they're
in the
re-adding the
unforgettable
original
Remote
stadium.
A new type of battle
Wait,
is
from-
also
what do you mean?
arriving
What's the
called
original
First
stadium?
to 500.
So the original,
In it,
the
a new
original
feature
stadium
called
when the
EOS
game first
technology
launched,
allows
they
you to gain
removed it
special
after a
effects
while
when
and
you
replaced
score
it
a
with a
certain
new
number
ranked
of
one.
points. Plus,
Interesting.
look forward to an updated
But they're
map.
doing
With
I
updated
think a new
wild
mode where you
Pokemon,
just have
the
to
win
be the first to
condition is
500
simple.
points
Be
now.
the first to score
So it makes
500
sense to have a
points.
smaller map. Huh. You can use all the Pokemon in the game as much as you like until February 27th.
Okay.
That's nice to try them out.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Pocket, and like you said, this is probably gonna be the late set.
Yeah, that's going to be the leaked set.
I still need to play this.
It's really good, actually.
Yeah. I just want to open the card packs. That looks fun.
You get two
Yeah,
free
it's-
packs a day. It's easy to get
Yeah.
into. They added trading. The battles are super quick. It takes maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to finish a battle. They're not long at all.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, there's the Arceus set. So basically, one of the new elements in these cards is that if you have Arceus on your bench or in play, other Pokemon get stronger or get abilities.
Oh, that's sick. I know Arceus was running the meta for
Wow,
a
that's
while,
tomorrow.
a few years ago.
Holy.
That's soon.
It's
going
coming
through
out,
these pretty
it's coming out
fast.
tomorrow. Oh, cards?
This is gonna be like the actual card game, right?
Yes. It wouldn't be anything otherwise. Because the
This
backs
is
are
like a
different.
Smash Brothers reveal trailer or something.
You play as the card.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I want more off-the-wall Smash characters like that.
Oh, EX. What is it? What is new EX? Oh, Mega. Yeah, the Mega cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is likely going to be because of ZA. Yeah. They're going to introduce Mega cards again.
Man, I was a fan of the EX and Mega cards.
They look nice.
Beyond limits. Alright.
Get away from me!
Allow me
It's a
to share
Pikachu
some
jump scare.
news about the Pokemon video game series. In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Looking at the captions, I thought it was a Pokemon Violent. I'm like, whoa. I haven't heard of this one.
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
It's kind of weird to start with mass
A mighty
outbreaks of an
Meowscarada,
existing
Skeledirge,
2-year-old
and
game.
Quaquaval
Yeah.
will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events.
All starting tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, busy day.
And even more
Yeah.
Pokemon are planned to appear in the future.
Ooh.
So we're
We
about,
hope
I
you
think
continue
we're
to enjoy
over halfway,
the
we're about
Pokemon
halfway through
Scarlet
now.
Yeah.
and Pokemon Violet games.
And we're already in the game section, so we might get
point.
more than what we thought for
Please have a look
ZA.
at this video.
This could be
Please
it,
have
right?
a look at this video.
Could this be it?
Or it's, I don't know, it's...
No, it's not it. I don't know what this is. There's a Pikachu on the door, though. Oh!
Oh, wait, unless they're just teasing us, they might just be going through all the games.
This might be NSO. This might be NSO teasing. This might be NSO teasing.
I'm thinking it. They're linked.
They're sta-
Actual transfer pack functionality, maybe? Wait, no. Darn it. Okay, I'm giving up.
Yeah,
hope
they're
now.
just going through
Yeah.
everything.
Darn you, Pokemon!
I feel like they do this every
They
time.
do.
to us.
Always gets us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like how quickly they dashed our hopes.
Yeah. Our hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Wait, where was the Wii U? I didn't see the Wii U.
Wait, on phone? Wait, what's that? What's one? No, okay. They're playing Pokemon games.
Oh,
what is
battle
that?
game on phone.
Wait,
What?
okay.
Whoa.
No, I was right.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, this is that. Yeah, that was a part. Oh, this could also play it on Switch.
Oh, wait, what?
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
You have my
Everyone's
interest.
sweating.
What's the sweats? What the? That's like the Super Game Boy commercial.
So this is mostly just going to be a battle simulator then.
Yeah. So, like, what's it called on the Wii, right? Was that Pokemon Revolution?
Pokemon
Battle Revolution?
Yeah, Salty Toad said the same thing in chat.
I did not see this coming.
So what I'm noticing with Charizard, it's the mega form of Charizard.
I did see that too.
Yeah.
Pokemon Champion.
That's a good name.
Now it's
development.
on Switch and iOS and Android. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
All right. Well, that's something. That's a new game. And technically mobile and Switch.
What you've just seen is the world's
This feels
first
like
glimpse of
like
a new
an actual
title,
battle
Pokemon
simulator because we haven't had one for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This title
Alright,
will
that
be
artwork's
focused
sick.
on the Pokemon
I like
battles
that.
you know and
That's
love
pretty
from
cool,
core
yeah.
Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition
Does
of
that
pitting
mean
your
that they will
skills against those of
they
other
will
trainers
have
from
different
around
skills
the
like
world?
Terra
But
and
this
Mega
time,
all
we're
in one
aiming for
game?
these
That
core
sounds
Oh, I
style
didn't
battles
think.
to
Yeah,
be
because that's what they
enjoyed
showed. They
by
showed the
more
Mega
players
and the
than ever
Terra in
before.
there.
Yeah.
That's a good catch.
Game Freak, the
That's
developer
kinda
of the
crazy.
core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon
Interesting.
Works.
So it's not being the
And
actual.
Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but
So
to
it's
mobile
not being
devices
developed
too.
by
You'll be
Game
able
Freak,
to
it's only
choose
being
how you want
planned
to
by
play
Game
based
Freak.
on where you are.
And for
What's
Pokemon
more,
Works, the people
you
who
can
don't
also
know,
connect with Pokemon Home.
they are the company that
Thanks
was
to this
established
connectivity,
after
you won't be limited
some
to
success in
using
Pokemon
Pokemon you can
Sleep.
partner up with
They
in
are
Pokemon
also taking
Champions.
development of
You'll
that
be able to
over the
team up with
development of that
Pokemon
game.
who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon
So they are a
games.
new developer
We
that
hope you're
the
looking
Pokemon company
forward to
itself are
battling
setting up.
Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world. Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions.
Interesting.
Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr.
Okay.
Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
That is
Saludos
interesting.
a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon.
Oh,
en
are
la
they gonna
hermosa Ciudad de
add
México.
proper
Soy
Latin
Tomás
languages
Cortijo,
for Pokemon games?
director regional para Latinoamérica
They haven't
en el
already?
Pokémon Company.
No.
No.
That's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions
Yeah,
estará
there.
disponible en español
ok.
latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español
Yeah, they only had
latinoamericano.
European Spanish.
Esto significa que de aquí en
I'm
adelante
actually shocked it's
habrá
taken
10
this one this
idiomas
long. For like
Yeah,
an
that is
IP as
very
big as
shocking.
Pokemon.
Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con
Yeah, there's
anterioridad,
even an internationals
las futuras
in Latin
expansiones
America, which
Wow.
makes
del
this even
famoso juego de
crazier.
cartas
Yeah.
coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de
Well, it's
Latinoamérica.
looking like we're gonna get a real short
Localizar
ZA trailer at this
productos como Leyendas
point.
Pokémon
Well, we're gonna have like
Yeah.
2 minutes, I think, right?
latinoamericano permitirá que millones
So
de
just a
nuevos
trailer and
fans
release date,
se
I guess?
unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten
That
con
makes
otros
sense.
jugadores de
But yeah,
formas
it's a bit,
nunca antes vistas. Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes en sus próximas aventuras. Nos vemos pronto.
All right.
Finally,
Here we
here's the
go.
latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
That's it. Just staring at the camera. That's the update. Oh, that looks like a Pokemon game.
Yep.
Oh, this looks very... The character design looks very Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I see already something related to like zones. Oh, Pokemon actually roaming in the zones.
Oh, there's the starters.
Oh, Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. That's not bad.
Wait, 2 Gen
Oh,
2
yeah.
starters?
What? Okay.
The
What?
elevator.
Is that the Ascend from Tears of the Kingdom? Well, you can double jump?
No, I think you were flying with your phone.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, you can walk. Wow.
Whoa.
That's okay. That's
Whoa.
kind of what I've been wanting.
Yeah.
So the battle's in real time then?
That'd be amazing if they actually changed it up that degree. That's what I wanted in the first game.
That's crazy.
Alright, didn't look like any new megas there.
No, not yet. Anyway, I mean, likely something that are saving. Whoa, that's the guy at the end was that lost king from at the end of X and Y.
Oh,
forgot
what?
his
Pokemon
name.
Legends
Yeah.
ZA is a new title in the
That's
Pokemon
crazy.
series.
So he's
The
in
story
this
takes
game.
place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile.
I mean,
You'll
I'm happy
choose
about
one of these
Totodile.
Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey
Yeah, I
as you
think I'll
get to
probably go
know
Totodile.
Lumiose City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run
Yeah,
by AZ.
yeah.
You'll also meet
Is that
his
guy just like
partner,
7 feet
Poet.
tall, or is he standing on
Lumiose's
something?
redevelopment
No, he's
is
seven-
being
no,
managed
he's
by
that tall.
Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These
That's
areas, located throughout
crazy.
Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
It's like
So they're
Zootopia.
literally like
To
in
catch one of
Pokemon
these
Sword
wild
and Shield,
Pokemon,
there are little
aim
wild
carefully.
areas where there are
Then
literally
throw a
Pokemon roaming
Pokeball.
around. Huh.
If you're
In
having
the
a hard
city, no
time
less.
catching one, have one of your Pokémon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch. This game offers a style of Pokémon battling not seen in
Yeah, I want to hear
previous
about
titles.
this.
Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the
This
upper
is
hand.
cool. This is more what I've been wanting from it.
So
yeah.
if you take, for example, Pokemon
Lead
from
your
the back,
partner
does it hurt
Pokémon
harder,
through
for
battles and
example?
dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokémon if you need to and find
Oh,
the
yeah,
right
the
moment
UI,
to
the left
unleash a
button.
move.
Huh.
What's more, certain Pokémon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokémon, the Pokémon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Mega evolutions in a city.
As Lumiose continues its
Complete
transformation
destruction
into a city
constantly.
that
Yeah.
belongs to both people and Pokémon,
There goes your redevelopment
who knows
plan.
what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA,
Late 2025.
coming late 2025.
Interesting.
So after Switch 2, presumably.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
One more thing? Oh no.
Button phone. This is a promotion match announcement.
What?
Okay.
What was that?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025. We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today.
Dragmire is saying in the chat, did not
Thank you
cook.
very much for watching.
All right, chat. How are we feeling about that? You know, we got our finally a good look at. Oh, hold on. We got our.
No, it's just a.
It's closing out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna actually jump at the screen again and destroy us.
One final jump scare. All right. No, I think it was only supposed to be 17 minutes, and that was about right. So that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, how we feeling about that? Are you happy with the look at with ZAs? Is it what you expected, Dawn?
It was about what I expected. Yeah, for sure. I
Oh,
mean,
sorry, go ahead.
if I'm being honest, I expected them not go as fast through the mobile stuff. Like even the stuff that I found interesting, for example, with Pocket, it went so haphazard, it went so quickly.
Yeah.
It was like a flash and then you miss it. Champions is really interesting. I mean, it was already sort of mentioned somewhere before because of the leaks that happened last year. But I never expected like this be like a proper battle simulator, because it has been, once again, like I said, a while. The last one was on the Wii, I think. And then like battles became 3D on the 3DS, so they kind of stopped doing that altogether.
Right.
And the fact that it sort of implements, it has a hook with home, makes that very interesting. And for people who solely like battles, like VG people will love this.
Yeah.
I think because they necessarily don't really care about the story or the game itself. They just want to have battles. Well, here's an official one made by the Pokemon Company.
There you go. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got a super chat from the Pokemon 52. Thank you. It says Totodile is one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm hype either way. So yeah, he's one of the starters, right? One of the 3 you can choose. Yeah.
And that was interesting because Totodile and Chikorita are both from Gen 2. So it's interesting seeing 2 Gen 2 starters being the starters for this actual game.
And where's the third one from?
Tapig's Gen 4, I believe.
Okay.
No, Gen 5.
Gen 5. Oh, Black and White, that's
White.
correct.
Yeah.
That's
So there's
interesting.
so what is interesting here, there's no Gen 6 starter, despite it taking place in a city from 6th Gen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So Nick, how are you feeling about what we saw?
So I think my most exciting thing was the Pokemon Champions, because it just makes total sense to have that both on mobile and on Switch, especially with Pokemon Home, being able to just transfer your Pokemon that easily. And like Don pointed out, it'll be cool because we'll see the Mega Evolutions battle with Terra, and then we'll probably get, what was Sword and Shield's gimmick again? It was
Mega.
why can't I think? Giga?
No. It's something Max. VMAX.
Gigantamax?
Yeah,
Gigamax, right? Or something? I don't know.
Now, Gigantamax and
Dynamax, says Evie.
Yeah, Dynamax.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that will probably be in Champions as well. So it'll be cool seeing all these kind of iterations from previous Pokemon games be able to fight each other at once, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just makes total sense that Champions would be something to come to mobile and Switch. Like Don said too before in chat was saying, like, we haven't had a true battle system since Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii. So this is a long time coming. As for ZA, I don't know if it hooked me yet. I was expecting a little bit more from the trailer. It was cool seeing the player character kind of traverse around the actual landscape of the city, because in the previous Legends game, you would have to use a specific Pokemon to either like fly or run or whatnot. But it looks like everything might be operated through your phone. Like they had that weird elevator thing where it just kind of teleported you up. Right after that, you saw like the double jump or the flying between buildings. So I'm not sure what else the phone's gonna be able to do. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of water areas in the actual city, so maybe we're not gonna have like a surfing Pokemon. But again, that would be kind of odd to take out of a Pokemon game. So it'd be interesting to see like if the phone acts like a surfboard or a bike or something else.
It'd be so funny if you only surf like in small fountains or like pipe leaks.
It's what they did with Sword and Shield, right? Like you use your Rotom phone to do most of those actions anyway. So it does make sense, but also what is more striking to me is like, so yeah, it solely takes place in the city. The way they get around to having wild Pokemon there is in these small wild areas, which, you know, I'm not sure yet how to particularly feel about, because it changes a lot of what Pokemon really is, which is like set towns and cities and then specific areas where you can catch Pokemon. They're sort of trying to combine that and making, because if you played X and Y, that city was already big, and it was sort of created a gap between the second and third gym in that game. So what you're saying to me is that they're making that city even bigger, and now you have to go around and actually collect Pokemon, and then a good chunk of that will likely roaming around and fighting in that new battle style, which I'm not sure how significant amount that roaming around through the city is and how much they feel value from there, but I think the battle system looks really interesting.
And to that point, Killer Keaton noticed something interesting. They say that they love that the trainer commands in ZA seem to take time to get to your Pokemon. So your distance from the Pokemon to determine how quickly they perform the move you tell them to use. So that's actually... Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just acting like I didn't realize that was a thing. Like that, it seems like an awesome mechanic.
Yeah, good observation. That's really cool, actually. That's probably the thing I'm most excited for. You know, as kind of a one who hasn't played every mainline game since I burned out on them. That's to me the most interesting thing. Like actually swapping out the battle system. Like I wanted more of that in Legends. So I'm digging this. Like it adds more of a real time component, and that's actually really cool. You know, now I don't know how it's actually going to feel, you know, when we play it ourselves, but so far I like that. I'm not quite loving the city, the entirely city setting, just because I feel like it's gonna feel repetitive. Maybe they'll avoid that, but like, you know, everything in the trailer just seems like it's kind of in the same area. Maybe that's just me, but...
No, I felt the same way, and it seems like they're taking aspects from both Legends and Scarlet and Violet, because Scarlet and Violet is completely open world.
Right.
But in this, it seems like the city's completely open world, but it's like locked behind these number barriers.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure what determines when you can cross that. Probably you have to catch a specific amount of Pokemon or something like that. But yeah, the city landscape might become tiresome, or we might just get bored of it relatively quickly, because if you look at Legends, again, that's out in the fields and everything, and you do have like a home, like a town hub to go back to every once in a while. So yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more landscape or different scenery besides the city.
How about you, Don? Are you cool with the city environment, or do you want more?
It's like I said, I'm sort of worried that I will get burned out by it a little bit with the city environments, mostly feeling like, and once again, it makes sense, it's part of one big city hub, but what you're telling me is that you're making the biggest city in X and Y even bigger.
Yeah.
And it needs to be variety there to really pull that all the way through.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can. But it's to me like it's still the weird disconnect of having wild Pokemon roam around in a city that's sort of a trip to get over.
I wish it were like, you know, if it were like GTA style, where we can like, you know, hijack cars and drive them around. I'd be more down with it. No, I'm kidding. Obviously that would be a great fit. But yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued. I think it still seems to be very much like in the Legends kind of graphical style and engine probably. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the the kind of character designs, like the humans at least. It kind of has that, like...
I disagree with that. It looks more like Scarlet and Violet's design.
I mean, that could be. I may not have been a fan of that
yeah.
either. I didn't play that one, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, for me, I guess, you know, as one who hasn't played all the Pokemon games, they have that kind of generic, like this, the characters to me look like a Pokemon ripoff. Like, that's a character that the Pokemon ripoff would use.
I mean, that's the discussion we had before Scarlet and Violet came out, so, you know.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it was fine. I don't really necessarily worry about that stuff. I'm pure so hoping that from a game design perspective, it just flows nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the combat will go a long ways toward that. Like, I do like bringing the trainer into more of an actual trainer role, which has kind of been... I felt like has been missing from this series. Like, your trainer is really just an avatar, and you're just telling, and the Pokemon just do what you tell them. So I love that that's more of an element here, and I'm excited for that. So, and that's the main thing of the game, you know, besides actually catching Pokemon. So, yeah. Anything else from this Presents that we want to touch on, or?
The release date for the game, when do you guys think this is actually coming out? They said late 2025, so do we think September and afterwards that? Like maybe October, November?
This is an October game for sure.
October.
I think Don's right, yeah.
Before the holiday season, but in just after everybody just gets in the swing of things with playing games, I think October is like the perfect spot for it.
Yeah, I think September, they could have gone away with a, you know, mid-2025, but,
yeah,
I think
said late.
Yeah, late. I'm like October at the soonest, so I think Don's right there.
Yeah.
Which is still a little ways away, over 6 months, well, about 6 months away at this point, I think, right? So,
I mean, it's great on them for taking time with this one.
Well, let's hope,
honestly, yeah, because it feels like they've been immediately after the last part of DLC came out, the update for Legends Arceus, they already announced Gen 9 during that same presentation.
Right.
The fact that there's now time to breathe, and the only other new game this year is the Battle Simulator, is actually a good thing. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
No, I mean, if it means that they're giving the games the time they need and deserve, then that is a great thing. But we just, you know, we won't know until it's out if it was enough time or not, right? So
yeah, for sure.
But hopefully, because when did the previous Legends come out? Was that 2022? No.
2021 in February or March, I think.
Wait, it was Legends was in 2021?
Yeah.
God, why does it feel
and then
not that long ago?
Wait, was it 2021? Was Diamond and Pearl 2020?
No, hold on. No, it was 2022. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more. That sounds more right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yes.
So that's what, 3 years of development then? Over, I think.
I mean, you have to also take Scarlet and Violet into account.
Ah, true. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Which is the same year. I still can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
And then Diamond and Pearl like a few months before Legends. There was basically 3 games within a year.
That's what I was thinking of. It was
Diamond and
Pearl, yeah. And end of 2021.
They were almost approaching like MCU levels of like overload. Like, this is too much, guys. Lay off the gas a bit.
It's the longest gap in a while between mainline Pokemon games.
Yeah.
I'm kind of here for it.
Do you guys think with Champions and ZA coming out, well, we don't know when Champions is, but ZA coming out later this year, that kind of drops the hopes of us getting any NSO Pokemon games this year?
Yeah.
What little hope there was is gone.
Yeah. I think Champions is the way from, look, an actual battle simulator. Bye.
Yeah, look over here.
Yeah, it seems like they really just don't want to put them out there. I mean, the spin-offs are apparently fine, but when it comes to the mainline games, yeah, they don't want to, and I don't know why that is, but...
Well, even the spin-offs, not all the spin-offs.
No, they're not, yeah. Unless we have some of
so.
them, though, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Pinball's not on there yet, right? That'd be a great one.
No, neither of them. Like,
neither of them, yeah.
Yeah, not the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, I don't think I ever played the GBA one, too, so I would love to play that one.
Oh, the GBA one is great.
Yeah, well, so was the original.
Yeah. The GBA one, I believe, has like a rumble pack in it because you have to put like a AAA battery in it. At least I have one that has like an extender on it.
The Game Boy one too. The Game Boy one did too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had a rumble pack built in on the top of the cartridge. Are we gonna oh, that might be the end of it. Are we back?
They're just randomly disconnected.
Yeah, it's randomly disconnected. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. I mean, it was a good time for it. I mean, rather not a good time, but not the worst time. At least it wasn't during it. Yeah, that was strange. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I think we're back now though. So maybe. I'm just gonna assume. Chat says no. back. I have a good connection, so... And I think... It looks like we're back to me. Yeah, we're back, so... Alright, cool. Anyways, I guess we should probably wrap this up here in case OBS decides to disconnect again. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, chat. But any final thoughts, Nick or Don? Let's start off with you, Don. Any final thoughts on anything we saw here?
I mean, I'm excited to try the new set tomorrow for Pocket.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that feels immediate, which is strange to say because even the side stuff like Concierge is September. The cards are sometime with Mega is sometime in 2025. Legends is somewhere in 2025. Champions is unknown. So the only thing that feels immediate from this Presents is tomorrow's Pocket release for the new set.
All right. Yeah, let's get something to look forward to, like, in the immediate future. So,
yeah.
How about you, Nick? How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay right now, honestly. Like, I mean, seeing ZA, I'm finally glad that we got to see gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's what I expected.
Are you glad we got Z gameplay? I'm sorry.
Oh no! Pokemon Sleep. I'm gonna have nightmares now. The Darkrai.
I would like that.
But no, so I never played through all the way of Legends, the first one. I don't even have a copy. I borrowed it from a friend. So I'm actually seeing a friend tonight. So this kind of motivates me to play it again and go all the way through because what I've seen of ZA so far, like I said, just being in the city the whole time. Who knows? Maybe we will love it and they will add some cool dynamic of being in a city. But yeah, I think I'm going to go back and actually play through Legends Arceus because I like the open fields. I like just running around catching Pokemon. But yeah, I need to see not a little more. I need to see a lot more of ZA to kind of sell me on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think a big part of like the typical Pokemon experience is like, you know, it feeling like you're venturing out on your own, right? And that feels like that's gonna be hard to convey when you're just surrounded by people constantly, you know, and because you're literally like in this giant Pokemon city.
I do hope with the fact that the character, I forget his name, I'm so bad. The king from that you see at the end of X and Y, the fact that he is proper in this game makes me think they follow up on the loose threads they have left in X and Y.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy about because it's the one Pokemon experience that felt that there were story beats that they just left on the table for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Wait, Don, that was the guy that was holding. He was like this, right? And it's like it's been like 5,000 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that ties into the previous game then, right?
That X and Y, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, something with this and Back to the City, it almost feels like we're gonna be like in a zoo, right? Because we're not out in like an open area, so it's just like, oh, go to the zoo area. This is where all the water Pokemon are gonna be. Or this is where all the grass Pokemon are gonna be.
Like it kind of takes the adventure out of it when you look at it that way, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like if I went to the zoo and stole a panda, it's not like I really, you know, caught,
you didn't do anything.
If you guys don't see me again, that's why. I stole a panda from the local zoo. So, oh man.
Oh, Tokyo Zoo from the PlayStation got weird.
Yeah. Frankinator Gaming says Pokemon Zoo. Yeah, like the Z's there. So yeah, we're halfway there, or a third there at least. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not the you know, as I said before, like I'm not the most hardcore Pokemon fan. So I think the thing that stood out to me is the battles. Like it's like, yeah, that's awesome. That's actually really cool. Like doing something new, something a little bit more real time with them. That's actually really neat. The setting and everything else, I'm not like sold on yet. We'll have to see. But I did like Legends, the previous game. It felt like it was actually trying to do something new, and the fact that they're, going farther with that, at least in the battle sense, that's exciting to me. Not sure about everything else though, and of course, when the game itself, like it looks like a Game Freak game, for better or worse, Although I will say the water effects impressed me, like, oh, that's some nice looking water, so or pretty good looking water at least. But yeah, so how would you rate this overall? This Pokemon Presents, like 1 to 10. Let's go with 7 being the Pokemon Presents average. Where would you rate this? Don, what do you think?
Straight up a 7.
7? Okay, so right in the average. All right.
Yeah.
How about you, Nick?
I'm on the lower end. I'm gonna say like a 5 or a 6, honestly, because I really wanted ZA to sell me on this, but now I'm just gonna have to wait till the next trailer. And like I said, I'm gonna play through Legends Arceus leading up to this. One thing I did notice, which I don't think was in the previous Legends game, is that your attacks have cooldowns. Correct me if I'm wrong, Don.
Well, if you so there was a speed and strength mechanic. If you use the strength mechanic, then there was a cooldown.
That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like that's returning to it again. But yeah, like I want to see another trailer on this game. I'm hoping that there was going to be some kind of multiplayer mechanic with it because the previous one didn't have it. But I don't know if it's going to be here in Legends ZA.
I mean, these Legends games seem story focused, so really hard to say, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So, I'm seeing the numbers all over the place in the chat. Some people are like, a lot of 7. Some people are like 4. One got Johnny's 8. We got a 10 from Rock and Gamer Dude because I've been expecting Z's efforts because of how bad Scarlet and Violet was. So I guess they were impressed by this, I suppose. So
for me, I think if yesterday the pocket set didn't get leaked, it would have been an 8. But because it got leaked, it had a bit of a smidge on it. Because I'm very excited about a new pocket set tomorrow.
Yeah.
I haven't even finished the current set. I've only got 5 cards on that one left.
Oh, wait, Don. Speaking of the TCG Pocket, so are they going to be rotating the sets out at all, or are you just going to be able to get every single one? So it's like even in battling, it's not going to be like the actual Pokemon TCG in real life, where they
like
rotate it.
Pokemon TCG where all the sets are there, and has been no rotation. So like you can combine cards from all the sets together.
Did they say anything about rotations at all, or no?
Not so far, no. But it's also still been in the first year, so
yeah, it's still early.
And I wouldn't think that conversation would happen at least until the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, yeah. For myself, I, as one who often doesn't care about a lot of the stuff that they present in Presents, I would go. I think it's 7. I think this is a decent, average Presents. Like I wasn't bored. It had a good clip to it. I'm glad that we got another game announcement. Even if I need to see more of that. Pokemon Champions, is it? I'm actually surprised you remember that.
Yeah, Champions, yeah.
And ZA was somehow almost. I don't know if it's exactly what I expected, but seeing it, it's like, this is what I would have expected if I really thought about it, Except for the battle system. So I need to play it, basically, to know how I feel about it. But
sure.
It looks kind of like in line with what I was hoping for, or rather expecting. But the battle system, I think, looks cool, so we'll see.
It's kind of interesting to also now know there's almost going to be no first-party game from Nintendo until Switch 2.
Yeah.
I guess new, right? Like we're not counting Xenoblade. Are you just saying new?
Well, Xenoblade is the only one we know. So
yeah, there's always a small chance that Metroid will slip in there before. Unlikely, especially if it ends up being a cross-gen title.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That might be it because that February Direct didn't manifest. We're hours away.
Yeah, we didn't light the candles hard enough.
Yeah.
We make the circles and try. Give us a presentation.
We'll have to do that on stream next time. Actually, invoke the Direct. All right, chat. I think it's gonna wrap up for us here. Thank you so much for watching. Nick, where can people follow you at if they want to find more from you besides the shorts you've been making on our channel and our live stream reactions?
Yeah, so like Andre said, you can find the shorts here on GameXplain, but I'm also on my own channel called Steftendo. That's STEF, and then Nintendo, TENDO, like my last name, and Nintendo. I've been just started live streaming recently on there, but my shorts have been mostly on here at GameXplain. But yeah, I'll be around, so take a look there.
All right, great. And how about you, Don?
You can find me everywhere at Nintendo. It's NANTENDAAN.
And you know where to find me because I'm right here. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoy the Presents, and we'll catch you later, so to speak, with tons more on whatever we want to cover. All right, everyone. Have a good one and a good weekend because we're almost there. So, all right, catch you later, everyone. Bye.
Bye.